Hello and welcome to episode 19, I believe it is. Just let me double check that. Yep, episode 19 of my Let's Play Vanilla Minecraft. I am KHM, and as you can see, we are currently standing here looking out the window. It's currently New Year's Day for me, January 1st, although it will no doubt be a bit later than that when I release this video. So happy late New Year's to everyone. I haven't really done much in the way of machinery around the house. I've done quite a bit of cosmetic things though, like the window along the side here, and also the window along the side. Although this one does not have nearly as good of a view yet. I'm gonna need to clear out that hill. But anyway, as you can see, I've added handrails to these stairs, and also to that one over there. So you know what, let's go talk about the changes over here first. For starters, a good change is we have an iron golem running around here. We also have a snow golem around here somewhere, and I think another iron golem, although I haven't seen the other iron golem in quite some time. But we have this iron golem running around here. I made this iron golem to protect me while I idle here. There was a few times where I was killed while idling, and lost everything that I was holding, which sucked. Especially since, you know, I tend to keep like a diamond pick, a few diamond tools. Lost my diamond axe, I'm gonna have to go get another one. Anyway, and I also added this bar here. The reason why is because I wanted to keep the iron golem from getting up here. Every time the iron golem that was supposed to be down here patrolling came up here, he would get stuck around here. And as you can see, I also added a railing around the edge here. The reason for that is because when the iron golem was up here, his favorite thing to do was to get stuck down here, which sucked. So I put this handrail here to prevent the iron golem from going down here. Once he was down here, it was a pain in the ass to get him out, and I eventually came to the conclusion it was just easier to kill him and rebuild him. So after the railing was here, he would get stuck around here. Not quite sure why. I think he'd get about here, detect that there was a village, and try to join it. Or something. Not sure. Anyway, so iron golem can't come up here anymore. Anyway, we have this dispenser here. This block here is actually to prevent the iron golem from stepping on this pad here. But since he can't come up here anyway, it's kind of pointless. But I'm going to leave it there for now. The point of this dispenser and pad here is I got redstone running underneath this, going to a torch and then to another redstone torch behind it. It's filled with axes, enchanted iron axes, and the plan is that when I need an axe to cut down trees over there, I just run over the pad and it automatically dispenses me a new iron enchanted axe. Since I don't have any diamond axes, I'm using iron ones since iron is basically free. The really badly designed Christmas tree is still in existence, as you can see. I haven't taken it down yet. I've kind of lined everything with this dark wood like I had over here. I kind of like it. Gives it a nice sharp contrast. Really defines the edges quite well. Okay, up here as you can see I put in a window over here and a stairway that goes up there. We'll go up the stairway in a minute. And more window over here. Wasn't quite entirely sure what to do over here, so I just made this kind of a circular window thing, or semicircular something anyway. I'm not quite sure I like it. Might change it. As you can see, still have some lighting issues with here, although the whole house basically has lighting issues. But I tried to take care of the lighting issues by putting some glowstone up there. It's all the glowstone is perfectly and evenly spaced out, which actually came to quite a price to me. That was not intentional, it just sort of happened, which I'm quite happy about. Since we're down here, let's go have a look at the sugar farm. I made some changes to it in an attempt to fix that little issue that I was having, and there appears to be a zombie wearing a pumpkin on his head on my farm. Apparently he had somewhere to spawn up there, and I'm not sure where he got the pumpkin from. But they do seem to find pumpkins. Oh, he's after villagers. He sees the villagers above him. I'm not sure where he got the pumpkin from or where he spawned from. This is something that just keeps happening. I get zombies that spawn up here. No idea where they came from. Been kind of thinking of building another iron golem up here to deal with them. Oh well. They are a minor nuisance at best, so not sure. Anyway, sugar farm. Okay, this is what I've come up with so far. When the thing triggers, it lights up this redstone torch here. Have these repeaters to extend the pulse to at least 3 ticks, which should be enough to extend and retract the pistons without causing them to break. I haven't quite tested it, so let's do that real quick. Okay, let's have a look. See what happened. No, we still got the problem. And this thing is still extended, apparently. Which tells me I screwed up all around. And the pistons need to be cleaned up. Damn. Thought I was close to a solution there, but apparently not. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Okay, back over into here. Now, the ceiling there is actually to hide the cloud layer, since clouds moving through the building aren't exactly pleasing to the eye. So doing that hides them from view. Now over here I have 3 escalators that go to different levels. We'll go to this one, which goes to the highest one. This escalator system I got from watching Etho's videos. Basically, I just have water pushing me upstairs, so I don't have to do anything, just step in and ride it up. Okay, and the idea for here is that each room gives a nice, good view of the surrounding area. As you can see, we get a nice view of the sunrise here. Okay. And if we climb up here, find ourselves on the roof. Now, this area here is the cloud layer. As we'll no doubt see while I'm talking, clouds just come through and just fit perfectly within this space. Speaking of which, here come some clouds. Slowly. So anyway, what my plan is here is build this up, and here will be another wooden floor, and on top of that I'm going to put dirt or something. Actually, I'm not sure, I might make it a little bit taller, but I'm basically going to be creating a rooftop garden here. Plant some grass, make some bushes out of leaves, plant some trees, and try to be as decorative as possible with plants, basically. And then I'm going to build a mob grinder up in the sky that has a tube going through the garden. I might disguise that as like a giant tree or something. Not sure. Having an indoor mob grinder would definitely be useful, because it's kind of annoying to have to go out to the old mob grinder that I built down there. Now, a fall from this height would kill me, so let's not fall from this height. See how close are the clouds? We're getting there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording for a few minutes while I wait for the clouds to get over here so you can see how perfectly this area fits into the cloud layer. Okay. Here we are. Got a cloud going through it. As you can see, the cloud layer top is right there, and the bottom is just above this block here. So fits in perfectly into this space. So I don't really want anything in this space, because anyone who'd be in this space would see that it looks really terrible with clouds going through it. So I'm going to build on top of it, and oops, damn it, and below it, but not in this space. Although I might dip in for like a lake or something, I'm not sure. That might not be too terrible. Who knows? I'll have to experiment, I guess. But anyway, the whole point of this ceiling here is to hide the cloud layer, so that way anybody who's inside will not look up and see clouds going through the house. So, guess that's about it. Oh yeah, over here I built this nice thing here with iron doors that go into the village area. Got buttons on the other side so we can get back through. Or get stuck. This way I can easily get into here with the villagers. And I don't know if I showed this already, but not all the doors were being claimed and made part of the village. So I just kind of cut this pathway here all around it so that the villagers would wander throughout the whole thing and make sure all the doors were claimed as part of the village. So, all doors are now part of the village, and we have the maximum number of villagers that village will support. Which is quite nice. I haven't checked to see what their trade goods are now. I should probably do that at some point. Obviously off camera, since I seriously doubt it'd be of interest to you guys. Need to do something about that dirt spiral. Should probably take it down since it's not necessary. Been having some issues with my Kerbal Space Program video. I know it's a different series and everything, but I have 2 videos at this right now that have not... Well, one of them's uploaded, the other one needs to be made. The one that's been uploaded was rejected by YouTube's, I'm not sure what to call it, system. They're not sure I legally have the right to own the video or something. So, currently trying to figure out how to get through that. Really annoying. So, more than likely this video is going to be up before that Kerbal video is open to the public. I have some tricks to push it through if it comes to that. So, but it could be a few more days. Well, with that, I guess I'll go ahead and pause the recording and get back, pause the recording until I have something more to show. Okay, I've done a bit more work here, as you can see, with the stairways. This takes us all the way up to what will be our rooftop garden. Do have to pass through the cloud layer, though, unfortunately. We have a stone structure up here, and the entire rooftop here is covered in grass. Jack-o'-lanterns are temporary. I'm planning to remove them later on. But I was just building something, and it occurred to me that I'd probably show you guys how exactly I'm building this. What I'm building is a pool. Right over here. It's going to be 4 deep. And I want to fill the whole thing with with source blocks. Now that is kind of tricky. I have to use a bit of a trick to make this work. And here's what my plan currently is behind these blocks here I have water source blocks completely isolated, and where this water is I'm going to completely fill it in using lava buckets. See how it turns into smooth stone here. Going to completely fill out the entire area, turn all this water into smooth stone, like this, which saves me from having to find the materials to fill it in and fill it in manually, which, would suck. And then, once it's all filled in, I'll fill in the outer edges here with water. Again, completely fill in this whole area with water. Fill it up like I did here. And then turn it all into smooth stone. So, I'll be back once I've got this entire layer completely filled out to show you guys exactly what I mean. Alright. It's now a completely solid stone cube there, and it's time for me to reveal, well, I kind of already told you, but I think I described poorly, so time for me to show you guys what my evil diabolical plan is to fill up this pool. That's always beautiful. Okay, that's first layer taken care of. Now basically what I do is I need to go through and completely open up all of this. Actually what I should do is probably remove this dirt here. start off with. And I know you can't really tell, but these are turning into water source blocks. You know, I should probably make a little mock-up here to show you exactly what's going on. Okay, let's get a nice thing here going. Doesn't need to be too fancy. Alright, and I'll just fill this up. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we have ourselves an infinite pool here. Now if we want water source blocks underneath of it, we can do this. Now it doesn't look good, but this is now completely solid water source blocks. If we put blocks up here, we find that except for that gap that I just made, all completely water source. Oops. I'll just go ahead and just remove this. Anyway, so basically that's kind of my plan on a larger scale. The requirements for water to make a water source blocks is that you have to have 2 solid water source blocks adjacent to an empty block, and that empty block has to have a solid block underneath of it. Oops. Oh, I thought I got rid of all the water. Guess not. So basically, having the water like this and digging up this layer here, water source blocks will form underneath of that. And then by digging up the layer underneath of that, water source blocks will form underneath of that. So on and so forth until we have a nice pool of solid water source blocks. Now I need to run down here and gather up the dirt, and then I'll continue on the pool, and I'll be back when I'm ready to show some more stuff. Alright, as you can see, I've been clearing out a little bit of this. Not quite finished there, but I'm at the halfway mark. And wanted to show you guys how I can prove that there's water source blocks underneath of here. As you can see, we have 1 block of water above us, and we are in 2 blocks. Now, when we move this way, you'll see that we move quite quickly. We are able to keep up with our mining with no problem. But when we go over this way, we should be a lot slower than our mining. As you can see, it did get away from us a bit there. Now, the reason for that is because as we're going this way, water source blocks are being produced where we're standing, because you got water source over there and water source over here. But this way, water source blocks are not being produced because that is not a water source block. So we move slightly slower than our mining. Although currently it's hard to tell really because goes so fast with an efficiency 4 pick and a helmet with both Aqua Affinity 1 and Respiration 3 on it, which is absolutely invaluable working on this. Oh yeah, you could really tell there. Do one more pass. Able to keep up with it, no problem. And the other pass I quickly lag behind. If I hold the pick at approximately the same angle on this side. Huh, okay. Interesting. Kind of looked like I went about the same speed there. Maybe it has something to do with the way I'm holding the pick then. No, I'm definitely going faster this way. At least I was until I hit that block. Okay. And now I just clear out the next layer. Oops. Yeah, sure. Why not? Clouds always kind of freak me out. Greatly reduce the visibility. It takes me a second or two to figure out why. Okay, I'll go ahead and pause the recording and come back when I'm finished. Alright, I've completely dug up all of the filler that I had down there. And, man, it's really dark down there. I was hoping that the pumpkins would light up the place a little bit better, but, might be spaced a little too far apart, but that's okay. If I decide to put more lighting in here, I can put them, like, light here and, like, over here without any issues. Blend in quite nicely with the current pattern. So I'm not entirely sure I like pumpkin being down here for the lights. Jack-o'-lanterns are cheap, so I'd prefer to use them, but glowstone might be better. Might look better. So we'll just probably get some glowstone and compare it. I'll be right back. Alright, thought I would try a few different light sources on camera. Currently we have the jack-o'-lanterns. Move these. And let's try some redstone lamps. Wanted to try this before glowstone because glowstone's expensive to remove and use, whereas redstone lamps, they actually drop a redstone lamp when you break them, so they're a lot better, or a lot easier to play around with. Actually, you know what? I like that. Oh well, just for completeness, we should probably place glowstone down. That does kind of flow better with the stone bricks. But I think I do like the redstone lamps better. Just get the Silk Touch shovel here. Okay, and while I'm at it, just go ahead and increase the number of holes down here and see what it looks like with a bit denser of a light placement. Yeah, I like that, and it's lit up quite nicely. Okay, I go ahead and use redstone lamps for this. And that also gives me the possibility of using some sort of switch to turn it on and off. Should be interesting. Okay, I'll go ahead and work on that, and I'll be back when I've got that all set up. Alright, I've completed the lighting down below, so you can see. Now, as we are using redstone lamps, I've been kind of thinking about hooking it up to a switch. I'm not going to do it right now, but I was thinking maybe like a daylight sensor or something. So during the day, the lights would automatically turn off, and at night they would turn back on. Might add a kind of cool effect. Not sure it'd be worth it, but it might be kind of interesting. Some lights around the border might be good as well. I'm not sure. Have to think about that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So once again, I am KHM, and we'll see you in the next episode.